My feelings on the UCS Death Star have been a roller coaster ride over the past few weeks and maybe even months. Just up and down, up and down. When there were rumors that the Death Star wasn't even going to be a sphere, but rather like a half sphere or like some sort of slice thing or something, I feared for the worst. I thought it would be like a literal half sphere like this, or God forbid, like this. Or if I were to do it, like a combination of both with like a hinge so you can get in the middle. When it was announced it wasn't going to be a full sphere, I was ready to crap all over it. And then I saw the leaks were confirmed true. It was indeed a slice. Not even half a sphere, but a slice. And you know what? The first time I saw this, I didn't actually hate it. I was like, okay, you know what? I can vibe with this. It's certainly different. But from afar, it looks pretty decent. I was ready to make a light defense about it. I knew it was expensive. I knew there was going to be a lot of whining about the minifigures. But I didn't actually hate the direction it was going in. I thought, okay, this is kind of neat. But now recently, with more information on LEGO's website, it's just gotten worse. My opinion has sunk once again. I think this thing was always doomed by a variety of strange design decisions. The fact that it's a slice and not a sphere makes it very awkward. It's basically a flat dollhouse type thing. And so from any other angle except like head on or a slight 3/4 view, it looks astonishingly ugly. How can anyone say this really looks very good? But, you know, that's not how it's supposed to be displayed. It's supposed to be displayed like this. If not for the fact that the entire design philosophy of putting it up against a wall is kind of thrown out the window because of a window for Emperor Palpatine's throne room. So it's kind of like a bungled mess of a design, in my opinion. I think this thing, although it is 9,000 pieces, actually needed more pieces, believe it or not. I mean, just to make this slightly thicker so that this could be taken care of, or this dish would have some more real estate so that it wouldn't look so unbelievably awkward. Someone at the budgeting department needed to be like, yeah, we need more pieces to like make this deeper. Because right now, all we have are some very small rooms and not that much space for what we're trying to do with this. I really was ready to defend this thing. I mean, people are saying it's overpriced. I mean, all LEGO is overpriced at this point. The Millennium Falcon, which is $150 less, has like 2,000 less pieces than this one. And this one has way more minifigures than the Millennium Falcon has. So, in terms of those strict numbers, it's actually not that bad. A lot of people are angry about the quality of the minifigures. I've never really been that concerned with minifigures. I'm sure there's valid points to the minifigure selection and the quality of prints and the lack of dual molding. But what I really don't like is the gift with purchase system. Essentially, what they've done here is the gift with purchase is a few more minifigures, a smaller TIE build, and it's connected with like a hanger. This just baffles me, because this gift with purchase is essentially a small hacked off piece of the complete set, being advertised in the promotional images, by the way, as if it was part of the complete set, when it's not. It's something you can only get within the first week of sales. And this is a business practice I really don't like. When I bought the Endurance, there was another gift with purchase that had a lifeboat and some minifigures that were associated with the Endurance. And I'm sitting there going like, why can't I just purchase the gift with purchase as part of the set? Why can't I get the minifigures that are related to this set? I have to do this scheme. I have to buy in a certain window just to get something that I feel like should automatically come with the set already. That's really soured my opinion on gift with purchases. Instead, for my gift with purchase, I got like some flower or pot or something completely unrelated to the Endurance set itself. And that really soured my opinion on gift with purchases, and I think it's just kind of a terrible business practice. I mean, it's essentially capitalizing on the fear of missing out. So now we've gone from here's an extra thing that didn't need to be part of the set, but you can get anyway if you do some sort of scheming. You gotta be a die-hard LEGO fan to get this, okay. But now we're getting what is essentially a piece of the set that should really just come with the set. I mean, this cart with cargo it feels like it should be part of the set. It's advertised as being part of the set. It's even shown in the interview as being part of the completed set. But no, it's not, actually. Which I think is a pretty big anti-customer move by LEGO. And I really do not appreciate that. This set is trying to do a bunch of things at once, and it's not doing any of those things particularly well. It's a dollhouse, but it's one-sided, so there's deep areas that don't get a lot of light. It's supposed to be a display set that you can push against the wall. You know, a bunch of things clearly jut out awkwardly because of the back, so you can't really push it completely against the wall anyway. And you have the laser dish kind of within the slice, but also kind of out of it. And you have all these scenes, but these scenes don't have any breathing room. Clearly, because there's so minifigures, they needed to cut costs on making these minifigures the highest detailed they could. And on top of that, you have schemes like the gift with purchase, which I really don't appreciate. And of course, you know, Solid Brick Studios uploaded this interview with the designers. And when I say interview, I mean, let's be honest here, it's damage control. I understand that the designers mostly can't be blamed for all the practices associated with LEGO in 2025. LEGO fans can be very demanding, unreasonably so in some cases. But LEGO has more or less done this to themselves by releasing a summer wave set that was just full of problems, very overpriced. And now they have created something that is just full of weird decisions. When LEGO had the summer wave of sets that were all very overpriced, the Juggernaut itself was an unfinished set. It was just an incomplete product. They shouldn't have sold it. And now they've revealed the Death Star, which is cutting corners on a bunch of things and doesn't really work as a cohesive design, in my opinion. I'm really conflicted about this set because I think there are a lot of details I like. I do like we get a lot of minifigures. I do like the cross-section idea direction that it was going in. But there's just so many little things that add up to be a big problem. I mean, LEGO is losing a lot of good faith that people have put into it because of all these weird priorities. I mean, LEGO makes models now. They don't really make sets that can be torn apart and rebuilt. A lot of them can't really be played with very well anymore. And so we're getting to this point where when they say adults welcome, I mean, it's more like adults only. Let's face it. No kid is buying an $1,000 LEGO Death Star. Only the richest of most richest parents are going to be able to purchase something like this for their child. Which is kind of a sad direction to see LEGO go in. I understand why they're doing this. I understand why they made these decisions. As much as I know they wanted to make something different, I mean, the 2008 LEGO Death Star is perfect. It's just a much more realized design. That makes much more sense. They should have just made an upscaled version of this. Even the dish, I think, looks better than the dish here. It's just a much stronger design and much more affordable at the time. The only way LEGO could redeem themselves with the Death Star at this point is if they released an updated version of the Death Star 2. That would be nice to have. The LEGO Death Star 2 is 20 years old now. We're due for an update on that. If it weren't for the gift with purchase scheme associated with this, I would have more of a defense for it. But as for now, I mean, there's no reason to purchase this. I don't recommend anyone else purchase this. It's a very expensive display set with a lot of directions that I don't really like LEGO going in.